Hi, this is Fran with Crystal Clear with Francesca, and I'm starting a series of weekly readings. So this will be the first weekly reading, and this is for the week of March 25th, 2019. So just to give you an idea of what you're going to be hearing about, the first card that I draw will be a card to show the overall theme and message of the week. I'm using the color cards to do this, and I think I'm going to try to stick with the same decks and see how it goes, at least for a couple of weeks. So your second card will tell you about opportunities coming to you this week. The third card will talk about challenges that you have for the week. The last card will be an angel message. I'm maybe using the small angel cards. Today I'm using the archangel cards. And I'll also pick a crystal randomly and see where that makes the most sense. It'll give you just like another piece of advice. Usually the advice has to do with qualities that you might want to bring out in yourself to make the most of the opportunities and to handle the challenges that you have coming. So let's get right into it. So the first card gives you the overall theme and message, and I have it right up here. It is from the color card deck, and it is purple. The advice is to develop mental clarity. So this is going to be a busy week for all of us. The advice of this card is to prioritize what needs to be accomplished. You can't have mental clarity if you are working on too many projects at once. So you need to, on Monday, first thing, think about what absolutely needs to get done for the week and put that at the top of your list. This is a big list-making card as well. You will be able to get at least one important decision made this week. What else? You need to be decisive with the decision when you make it this week. Purple is the color of royalty as well in the tarot deck. And I also believe in real royalty. Purple is a color for them. So you want to be decisive. Once you use the mental clarity, you're going to be making a decision that's going to be an important one. This card also wants you to think about the connection between your mind, your body, and your soul. Now, one of the other cards also deals with this, so I'm going to get back to that. So again, the overall theme or message for this week is, it's a busy one, so make sure you prioritize what needs to get done. Okay, our second card is the opportunity card, and the opportunity card comes from the vice versa deck. So we have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is the perfect card to get with that purple card because the Queen of Wands gets things done. Wands are a fire energy. So you're like I said, once you prioritize, you're going to make at least one important decision this week, and you're going to be able to get everything on your list that needs to get done accomplished. She's also a card of manifestation, kind of like the Queen of Pentacles. That was Sunday's card. But I want to show you when it came up, the back of the card came up. And as you can see, there's lots of roots overgrown on the back of her throne. That's the work that you've put in to manifest what you're going to get this week. I said on Sunday that I felt like the Queen of Pentacles was telling me that this was going to be a big, I felt like it was a weekly card. And here we go. We've got another queen, the Queen of Wands. So the opportunity that you're going to have is that something that you've been working on for a long time is going to finally come to fruition. So that's a great thing to look forward to and to work towards. The Queen of Wands is also a very magnetic person, so she draws to her new friends and new lovers as well. So if you're someone who is single or just broken up, this might be a week that you draw a new person into your circle. For those of you that already have a partner, this is a week that you may, I don't know, meet someone new at work. You may find people coming up to you a lot during the week and just talking to you randomly. You're going to have this magnetism about you this week. Again, in order for these things to happen, you have to, go back to that overall message and really prioritize what needs to be done. And you need to act like the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands gets things done. I mean, that's the best phrase I can think of. Let's see. Now, the crystal that I picked, here's the crystal. The crystal that I picked, randomly, was the green moss agate. And at first I was drawn to put it with your challenge card. But then when I looked up some more of its qualities, I thought this actually goes along really well with your opportunity card. The green moss agate wants you to get back into nature. It also has to do with new beginnings, and it attracts further abundance into your life. So because it was the green moss agate, and one of the messages of the Queen of Wands is to, get back to earth, really really have your feet planted firmly on the ground, because it's going to be such a busy week. But don't forget to take some time to get out into nature, walk outside if you can, even for 10 minutes. Really reconnect with this thing called the sun, which sometimes is quite hidden in the wintertime here in upstate New York. Our weather is slowly changing towards spring-like, so definitely take some time this week, even though it's a busy one, to get outside. And I'm going to keep the green moss agate here, and we're going to take a look at your challenges card. Okay, so your challenges comes from the Archangel deck by Radleigh Valentine, and it's the Five of Raphael. The message on it says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So even though overall it's going to be a positive week, there's going to be a moment where you feel some regret or some sadness over something that didn't happen, some disappointment. You're definitely going to have some disappointment come into your week this week. This is a card, though, that wants you to look for that new opportunity that's coming in the same area of your life. Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Five of Raphael stands for the Five of Cups. Cups stands for emotions. So for some of you, the disappointment or the regret is going to have to do with a relationship, okay? But this is telling you all is not lost. There's still some opportunity. It's either going to be a new opportunity coming in, or it's going to be an opportunity within the same relationship, okay? So I feel the challenge is going to be in your emotional life, something to do with your relationships. It could be with a family member, it could be with a friendship, it could be with a lover. So you want to remember when this disappointment occurs this week, when you face this challenge, you really want to focus on the positive as much as you can. the green moss agate, I really felt, of course, because of the color, I was drawn to put it with the disappointment card, with the challenge card, because it does mean new beginnings and attracting further abundance into your life. So what I'm trying to say is, don't let this disappointment derail an otherwise positive week. Okay? Really, as much as you can, focus on the silver lining. I know that's really hard. This card personally means a lot to me this week, and it's come up a lot for me in my tarot reading. So I know how bitter it is, when you regret something or when something doesn't turn out the way you want it to. It's really hard to stay positive. But, this crystal is reminding us that the divine is always there for us. Nothing happens without a reason behind it. And believe it or not, the universe does want what's best for us. So I know that sucks to hear, but especially if it doesn't line up with what you want and what you think is best for you. So try to remain positive when that disappointment comes in. And it might not be a big disappointment. It might not be a big regret. But as soon as it happens, turn it around and look for the positive. That's the best way to keep this really positive looking week going for you. Okay, our last card is the angel message card. And this comes from Ask an Angel. And I haven't used these cards a lot, but I thought it would be good for this reading. We have the Archangel Metatron, and the message on the card says heaven and earth. So this goes back to, I mentioned briefly that the color purple has to do with making a connection between your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and your actions. So again, I think this corresponds with heaven and earth. The first thing is, this card advises you to take some time to meditate. I know I say that almost in every reading, but it's because it really does help so many different situations. So even if it's 5 minutes a day, take that time this week to meditate, to clear your mind, just to calm your mind down, because it is such a busy week. This card also tells you you have the power to manifest whatever you want. So going back to this Five of Raphael, that opportunity, the opportunity that disappointed you, or that situation that disappointed you, you have the opportunity to manifest something better. Because you don't ever manifest something, less desirable. It's always going to be something better. So Metatron does remind us that you have the power to manifest whatever you want, because you and God, or you and the universe, you and the divine, you really are, we're all one. We're all one big soul together. So if you take the time to connect with God or the divine or the universe, whatever term you want to use, take that time, whether it's meditating or praying or, just sitting and talking to yourself. Talking to your higher self, excuse me. You're going to be able to manifest something that's going to add value to your life. The problem is the earth part. That's when our ego gets into things, and we want to manifest things the way we want to, in the timing that we want to. And that's not how it works. So keep your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions aligned. That means keep your thoughts positive. Don't watch your self-talk. Okay, that's something that I'm guilty of, is negative self-talk. You really got to watch that. As soon as you say something negative, I love the advice that Radley Valentine gives. As soon as you say it, say, of course, now I'm not going to remember. Cancel, delete. I think there's another word in there, but as soon as you say something negative to yourself or about yourself, cancel, delete. Okay, that never happened. Okay, and then say something positive instead. When your thoughts are positive, you're going to feel better. Your emotions are going to be more positive. Or they're going to be more stable. When I mean positive, I don't mean, oh, life is wonderful, la, la, la. No, get away from me with that energy. It has to be, when I'm saying your thoughts and your emotions are aligned, what I mean is that they have to be on the same track. They have to be working towards your betterments, working towards what you're trying to manifest. Okay, and then your actions will follow. Okay, you're not going to manifest what you want by thinking positively and then feeling, oh, I can't do this. Okay, because then your actions, you're not going to do anything. Take something like going to the gym. Okay, so you're thinking, okay, I'm going to plan out 3 days this week. I'm going to the gym, and then when those days come, your emotions are like, oh, I don't think so. I'm too tired. I'm so fat. I can't walk around that track another time. I can't do it. If your feelings are off, everything gets off. If your thoughts are off, then, sometimes your emotions can change your thoughts, but I think usually it's your thoughts changing your emotions. And then you will manifest going to the gym. That's something really trivial, but I like to try to give examples for these messages, which sometimes can be hard to understand. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick review of what we came up with. Let's see how this works. Okay, so the overall message is mental clarity. Make a list, prioritize. It's going to be a busy week. Okay. The opportunities coming your way this week, you're going to get a lot of things done, and you're going to be able to manifest something. Remember, it's going to be at least one thing that you've been working on for a long time. This is all the work that nobody sees, okay? So you're going to have, the opportunity is you're going to have something manifest for you that you've been working on for a while. The crystal is reminding you, take some time to get into nature, and a new beginning is coming your way. And if you want abundance, you need to attract that abundance by, getting into nature and taking time to realize that our disappointment of the week, our challenge of the week, is you're going to be disappointed. And you may have regret and sadness over something that occurs. But remember to look for the silver lining. Okay? And then our angel message is from Archangel Metatron. Heaven and earth, keep your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions aligned, because you can create whatever you want this week. May not come in your timing, but you can create it. Okay, wow. 19 minutes. Didn't realize it was going to go that long. But here you go. This is my first reading of the week, my weekly reading. And again, it's for March 25th, 2019. I hope it helps you. If you'd like a personal reading, please go to crystalclearwithfrancesca.com, or you can check out below. I'll put information on where you can reach me for a personal reading. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.